What's up, guys? Welcome to episode number 3 of the Aston Villa save/series that we've got going on. If you want to check out previous episodes, links are in the description. Feel free to go check them out if you don't want to get too many spoilers or you've missed one. Like I said, this is episode number 3, and you join us a little bit further into the season than I mentioned. There's been a lot going on, and I wanted to clarify a lot of things before. Clarify a lot of things in game before anything has been done, before I gave you an update. So we'll get into the schedule of what's been going on. We left you after the whole 3-0 loss, and as you can see, things got good. We played Burnley and we beat them 3-0 at Villa Park. Delph with a goal and Gaston Romero with 2. Then Man City, we managed to scrape a last-minute Javier Saviola penalty to earn a draw, and against the first big team that we've actually had to play. As you can see there, Saviola, a 93rd minute penalty, with the only goal obviously after an Aguero goal in the 59th minute. So yeah, I was absolutely over the moon. We then obviously had the QPR Capital One Cup game that I spoke about. We played at home again at Villa Park and we battered them 3-0. Charles and Zogby with 2 goals and Saviola with another. So Saviola hitting a little bit of form. Then we played Arsenal and we beat them. We beat them 1-0. Duvan Zapata came in for Saviola and scored the only goal in the 74th minute. Although it was a 10-men Arsenal at this point, and then they went down to 9 men in the 92nd minute. So we frustrated the hell out of them, and we managed to secure the result, which I was absolutely buzzing about. Then we carried on our winning ways, and we beat Sunderland away at the Stadium of Light 2-1. Lucas Romero scoring and Duvan Zapata getting the second. So yeah, Zapata now coming in for Saviola, and he has now scored 2 goals in 2. Then we played Liverpool. Unfortunately, our first and only loss of this update. We played Liverpool and we lost 3-1 at Villa Park, so it was at home, which wasn't great. Grealish with the only consolation goal. It was Alberto Moreno, Raheem Sterling and Daniel Sturridge scored for Liverpool. Then we played West Ham, returned to winning ways, and we beat them 2-1 at Villa Park, and it was Duvan Zapata with 2 goals, so he was hitting some fine form again. And then we played the Capital One Cup, where we drew Reading after beating QPR. And we beat them 2-0. Horace Ocore and Carlos Gil with the 2 goals to earn a 2-0 victory. The draw for the quarter-final hasn't been done yet, so we've already, if I can remember right, have reached our target, I think, Capital One Cup. Reached the 4th round, so yeah, we've already reached the quarter-final. So as a 4th round, we won there. So absolutely brilliant news. So we've already hit our target in the Capital One Cup. So if we to lose the next round, I wouldn't be too concerned. Yeah, that's what's been happening results-wise. This is what it's done for the Premier League. We're now in 6th position. We're 6 points off top after 9 games. We've scored 12 and conceded 11. So we've turned that goal difference around. There was -3 in the previous episode to 1. What else has been happening? Now, I mentioned in the previous episode that Benteke was doing a little bit of moaning about a move to Roma. He's finally come back to full training. He's not fully fit yet, and he's got a slight concern. He wants to join Roma as they play in the Champions League. Now, this time, obviously, as we're out of the transfer window, Roma have not made any offers, so I've told him to shut up, get on with it. But I don't really know what I'm going to do with it, because Duvan Zapata is in fine form. Saviola is unfortunately injured at the moment, but he was also scoring goals. But yeah, so we'll have to decide what we want to do in the future. A couple of injury problems going on throughout the season. Joe Cole's coming back soon. We've had Tom Cleverley that was injured. We also had Fabian Delph that was injured for a while, and he's finally come back. In regards of the club itself, actually, we'll go back to I just want to make a special mention for Gaston Romero, who has been absolutely unreal lately. A 7.58 average rating in the last 5 games. So yeah, he's been subliminal for us, and hopefully that can continue. In regards to the club, there were rumours of a consortium taking over involving an ex-footballer. Now, so if we go to the club and we go to general, in the process of a board takeover, there has been a transfer embargo put in place, so we cannot bid on players. Just as an example, if I go to Tottenham and I wanted to buy Kabul, we cannot. The Aston Villa board are not willing to sign players while the club is in the process of a takeover. This embargo will be lifted when this uncertainty is resolved. The only negative about a board takeover is it could put our job in jeopardy. So I'm very, very happy that we finally hit some good form and put ourselves in the position that we're in, because we're well above our top 10 target. I am targeting, mid-table target. I am targeting top 10 myself. If we can get Europa League football, which is probably a long shot. I mean, this form can't continue forever. We've got Chelsea next. Stoke are always good on this. Swansea are always good on this. And then obviously Man United and Tottenham to come. So we've got a little bit of a tough run coming up. So we'll have to see what we can do. But we are doing really well. We're in great form. So yeah, let's see what happens with this consortium takeover and see if they invest a little bit of money in the club, because, I mean, financially it's not great. The balance has gone back down to 4 million and 9 million projected. So it's actually gone down 2 million balance and 3 million projected over this period of time. We've got a lot of loans to pay back. We've got transfer debt that we're paying back, obviously, over the 48 months. And the net debt's 190 million. So yeah, it's going to be tough. We'll have to see what happens. We're still, our finances are only secure now. They're not rich, so we had to spend a little bit of money. But at the minute, it's paying off. So the gamble is working. Now, in the previous episode, I mentioned I'll be talking about the tactics. So let's get into them now. We've predominantly been playing this formation. The actual players themselves does often change. Our strongest lineup is probably Ali Sissoko. In fact, we'll just change it now for the sake of this video. We've got Akore. Where is Ron Blah? We've got Lowton at right back. Holding midfield will be Lucas Romero. On the left will be Gaston Gil Romero. And then it'll either be Delph or Carles Gil. But we have been playing Carles Gil on the left these last few games. So it'll probably be something along the lines of that as our strongest lineup. But at the minute, Zapata for Benteke. Now the formation I'm playing, so we've got Gujan as a defense, obviously goalkeeper in defence as normal. We've got two complete wing backs, as we've got this holding midfielder, this anchor man that's only in defence. He's just going to sit in front of the back four. That means that Sissoko and Lowton do get a little bit of freedom to break forward, especially Sissoko, as Carles-Gil is an inside forward and he comes inside, giving Sissoko this room to get up and down. Lowton's on the right hand side. Grealish is a winger who does like to come inside on his left foot anyway, so again the same on that side. In central midfield we have Gaston Gil Romero, who's our ball winning midfielder. He's just a support, get around everywhere and try and win the ball back. We've obviously got Lucas Romero sweeping up as an anchor in defensive midfield, and then Delph is an advanced playmaker currently, so he can get forward and attack and help out the front three. Zapata is a complete forward, that's how I prefer to play him, and then Gil and Grealish offer the support they can. We've both got them in attacking roles as an inside forward and wingers, as I said. The mentality is attacking because we are sat back quite deep with quite a lot of players back. Although if we're playing away, for instance, in the next game we're playing away against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, so we will likely go away. That's frustrating. We will likely play a defensive / counter-attacking mentality. The team shape is always structured, and these are there we go. These are our team instructions. So we have always retain possession, and we clear ball to flanks to get Grealish and Nzogbia or Simao or Carles-Gil running with the ball. Then we have whipped crosses, because I just prefer it, because I think the defenders win a lot in the air in this game, so I like to whip the crosses. And we run, because especially as the strikers are normally quicker, so he gets the ball a little bit quicker. Run at the defence, try and relieve the pressure off our defenders, and obviously look for overlap with that complete wing back roles at right and left back. The Tempo is always high. I always want to play quick football. I want to catch them out, catch teams out as much as I can, and I always like to be more disciplined. I don't want players roaming out of position or doing anything stupid and just risking the rest of the team, basically. So that's our instructions. Then we also play a 4-2-3-1. This is mainly if we play at home or especially against a lower league team and we want to get a couple of goals behind us. Basically, Romero steps forward. Gaston Gear, and so does Delph. That's essentially what happens. So Romero goes from here to here, and then Delph goes from here to here. Other than that, nothing really changes. We've still got complete wing backs, although I do sometimes change these to full backs, as they do not have this sort of anyone in this area for the cover if they break forward. Lucas Romero is a ball-winning midfielder, pretty much what he does in the anchorman role. And then Gaston Gil Romero in the support role of box to box. I want him up and down, winning the ball, getting the ball back, and playing the ball to the other players. We've got Carlos Gil as an inside forward slash or advanced playmaker or winger, depending on whether Delph is an attacking midfielder or an advanced playmaker. So Gil will move sort of in this position a lot and maybe move into here quite often. And then Grealish on this side is predominantly a winger, so he will be getting up and down here, but he does sometimes like to step inside and hit on that left foot. Then we have Delph, as I said, as advanced playmaker. I like him to play all around here, picking off passes, slotting balls off, especially in Zapata, who's a complete forward, and he will often come in these areas. Depends if this guy steps over, Grealish might come in. It creates that room. It's very, very simple to work with. Normal central defenders with Balanta and Vlar, and then Gujan as a basic goalkeeper. The mentality is attacking. Remember, this is a formation to get loads of goals, to get the ball forward, to get the ball playing, and put the back four or back five, whatever the team formation that the opposition is playing. And then the team instructions: retain possession as normal, keep the ball, look for overlap as normal. Nothing's actually changed. Quite often I will turn this off because of the formation, and I might go a little bit more direct just to get the ball away from our back four as quick as possible into our front men. But 9 times out of 10 it sits at something like that. I don't want to change too much because the familiarity of the team with it, with each tactic can change, and you want to kind of build the familiarity with it throughout the whole team. Next we have the 4-4-2. This is the deep defensive formation. We're doubling up on defensive midfielders, so we have the normal back four wing backs. Now these have a lot of cover. I do quite often do this as well as 2 complete units. So Sissoko can get forward, especially as these guys will probably need to step in here quite often. So Sissoko and Lowton get this freedom to move up and down if Grealish or Gil step in. Like I said, it is very, very, very defensive. 2 defensive midfielders, a defensive midfielder and a ball-winning midfielder, both in the defence and support roles. Then we have Zapata and Delph as a target. Well, this would be another striker. It would likely be something like this. It would likely be something like this with, where are you? Benteke as the target man. Next is Zapata knocking the ball down. Although I haven't ever had to use this formation. It's either been the 4-1-2-2-1 or the 4-2-3-1. The mentality is counter, and the instructions is more direct. Get the ball up the pitch nice and quick and get it away from our players. And this is very much a contained type formation. We clear the ball to flanks to hit Grealish and Gil. Whip the crosses as normal. Run at defence as normal to relieve any pressure. Drop deeper. It is literally that defensive. Higher tempo, getting the ball out nice and quick. And be more disciplined as normal. It is counter. Sometimes I'll go to defensive. It depends. This is the when you're playing a Man City and you're defending a 1-0 lead and you're in the 70th minute. This is the type of formation, the type of time I'll be changing to this formation. But other than that, I haven't had to use it yet. So I normally play one of these 9 times out of 10. It is the 4-1-2-2-1 or the fake 4-3-3. So yeah, that's a little bit of depth as to what's going on tactic wise. Training at the moment, we've got the team training going on. We have team cohesion because it's very early on in the season, and match tactics to get the familiarity that I mentioned up. So that's the team training. Individual training, it adapts and changes all the time, so it's very hard to keep up for each update for you guys. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. In regards to competition, I don't think anything else is going on. Obviously, we've got the consortium takeover involving the next footballer coming in. We're in great form. We're targeting top 10. We're currently sat in 6th, and obviously the transfer embargo is in place. The FA Cup has still not been drawn, and obviously the Capital One Cup quarter-final has not been drawn either. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Feel free to leave a like, feel free to get a comment in, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Don't forget to check out the Twitter page. Another little note, a website that I use quite often is a website called FM Scout. I do upload my stories there as well, sometimes a little bit more detail if I do any writing. So feel free to go check that out. FM Scout will be in the link in the description. So yeah, but other than that, guys, I think that's pretty much everything. Like I said, get your comments in, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care, guys. Cheers.